Most people think they're broke because they don't earn enough money. That is a lie. You're not broke because of your income. You're broke because you've fallen into the monthly payment trap and you've been brainwashed to ask, can I make the payment? Instead of, can I actually afford this? This isn't about budgeting. This is about the mathematical trick that banks use to keep you poor while you feel rich. And today, I'm going to hand you the key to unlock those handcuffs. Stay with me until the end because once you see this, you'll never look at payments the same exact way again. Somewhere along the way, we were taught this rule that if you can afford the monthly payment, then you can actually afford it. It sounds responsible, it sounds adult, but that rule doesn't measure affordability. It measures how much pressure you can tolerate. That's how people end up with full calendars, full payment schedules, and zero flexibility. The whole modern economy is basically built on one simple psychological trick. Take a big scary number, chop it into small pieces, and harmless looking payments. Your brain doesn't freak out about a $1,000 phone. It just sees a $41 a month payment and says, sure, I can swing that. And the companies selling you this know this. They're literally banking on it.
Now you can switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes and they'll drop off your new iPhone the same day. Dude.
Yeah.
Not you.
Switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes. Get a new iPhone 17 on us and we'll drop it off the same day.
Let's stick with that phone for example. A new $1,000 phone on a 0% interest plan might be around $28 a month for 36 months. But the real trap isn't that one purchase, it's the cycle. In 3 years, when it's paid off, what happens? Your provider is dangling that next shiny upgrade right in your face.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
And the funny thing is, phones, they can only keep upgrading only to a certain extent because I've got the iPhone Pro 15, I think it is, or maybe even 13, I don't know, I lost count. But the features on it are almost the same as the newest ones. Yes, the camera might be a little better, but it's almost like these Fast and Furious sequel at this point. They just keep upgrading these phones and adding on these little things, and it's never ending, just like a Fast and Furious sequel. So you do it over and over again, and that payment just becomes a permanent part of your budget. What they never show you is the opportunity cost. This is the most powerful concept in finance. It's dead simple. What else could that money have done for you? What opportunities did you give up? Imagine instead of sending that $40 a month to a giant corporation for a depreciating gadget, you sent it to yourself into an investment account. A simple, boring index fund, it doesn't sound as sexy as a new phone. I get it. But that money starts working for you. It compounds, the returns start earning their own returns, and over a decade, that small phone payment could have grown into thousands of dollars for your own wealth, not just a paid off piece of tech over a lifetime. That cycle of payments can add up to tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars in net worth if you have a large family. The payment feels small, but the real cost is gigantic. Small payments don't feel dangerous, but they make big spending invisible. And phones are just the gateway. Cars are the most obvious versions of this, but I don't even need to break down the math. When a $45,000 car turns into a $699 a month, that's the same payment trap, just with more zeros. The reason cars hit so hard is because once that payment becomes normal, everything else starts feeling more affordable too. And that mindset is exactly what spills into vacations, subscriptions, and everything else in this video. This one gets people emotionally. Vacations on payments. Putting a trip on a card feels harmless until months later when the memories are gone, but the bills aren't. Here's a rule that changed how I looked at it. If you're still paying for last year's vacation, you can't afford this year's. A vacation financed today steals peace from you tomorrow. I'm not saying this from like a place of judgment because this one is probably the one that I'm most guilty for as I love to travel. I used to put thousands of dollars on credit cards verifications. And I would tell myself, oh, earn points. But the worst part is, I used to take out cash from credit cards to play in casinos. And it was just pretty much swiping cards, chasing the feeling. The money felt abstract because it wasn't coming out of my account that day. Delayed pain is dangerous. I wasn't affording the experience, I was borrowing it from my future self, which is even worse. There's the sneakiest version of the payment trap, subscriptions. This trap doesn't just come in giant car-sized packages, it's gone micro. I'm talking about buy now, pay later services, and then the endless ocean of monthly subscriptions. Think of them like financial termites just silently chewing away your wealth. Buy now, pay later is sold as this breezy, interest-free way to get what you want. And worse, some have high interest as well. And then you see a $200 pair of sneakers, just split it into 4 easy payments of $50. It feels like you're barely spending anything, but it's a dangerous illusion. While many of those pay in 4 plans are interest-free if you pay on time, many other buy now, pay later options, especially for bigger items, charge interest from day one. It's still debt. It's easy to lose track when you have multiple plans running at once. A phenomenon that experts call debt stacking. And there are the subscriptions. Oh, the subscriptions. I find it funny how people were trying to get rid of cable boxes and cable companies because it was getting too expensive. Streaming services came out and they were supposed to be cheaper, but now you add all these streaming services, it's the same damn thing as a cable subscription, pretty much. You're paying $10 for Netflix, $10 for HBO Max, Disney, right? All these stuff add up. $10 for music, $12 for a fitness app, $20 for a newsletter. Each one of them feel like nothing on its own, but it all adds up. It's death by 1,000 tiny payments. And it's easy to end up leaking $100, $150 to even $200 a month without even noticing. That's over $2,000 a year. Poof, gone. For services that you probably don't even use that much. This is the payment trap in its most insidious form because the amounts are so small, you don't give them the same scrutiny as a car payment. But the principle is identical. A constant drain on your resources that prevent money from ever being put to work for you. Here's what's scary. This trap doesn't just catch irresponsible people, it catches smart people. Because the system rewards obedience, not wealth. Nobody asks, is this actually helping me win financially? Here's the shift that finally broke me free from the cycle, the cash test. Before I finance anything, I ask one question. If I had to pay for this in full today, out of my checking account, would I still say yes? If the answer is no, the payment isn't making it affordable. It's making it easier to ignore. Then I ask, what could this money do for me in 5 to 10 years? And majority of the time, I end up just running the other way and invest instead. If you enjoyed this content, please make sure to hit the like button and as well comment down below. I'd be curious on which one got you the worst. And be honest, because for me, it's either cars or the vacations. If you enjoy watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job and I put a ton of effort into these for absolutely free. It'd be greatly appreciated if you hit that like, comment down below, and smash the subscribe button. See you on the next one.